Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to our channel Divine World of Education, and as you know we have been doing a series on CBSE 12 English, and in prose we have almost done all the chapters, and today we are going to do the last chapter of Flamingo in prose. Even one poetry is also left. So in prose we will do the last chapter of Flamingo, that is Going Places. We have already covered other poems in the chapters, and I hope you are all looking at them, you are learning from them. So let's do today's topic, that is Going Places. So, as you know, what different aspect we cover in each and every topic. So, we will be doing the same for this topic also. And the first thing that we will be doing is about the author. So, who is the author? This A.R. Burton is the author. Fine. A.R. Burton is the author, and he is a modern writer. A modern writer. Okay. So, what do you understand by the modern writer? Like, as you know, that in English literature, in English literary history, we have different eras, we have different periods. Now, like if you talk about, we have done a poem of John Keats. As I told you, he was a romantic poet, right? That means he was belonging to romantic era. And on this particular author, this A.R. Burton, he is belonging to this modern period, right? It begins after 1901. Okay? So he was a modern writer, and apart from this, what he portrays, like portrays real life real life problems of adolescents, and like the same thing you will find in this particular chapter that we are going to do today. This is Going Places. So the same kind of thing is discussed here also. Here also the author, he talks about the real life problem of adolescent, and the adolescent is actually, there are the main character of the chapter is girl, and there is her friend also. So let us see the first thing. Yeah? That is, first thing is here is like, now we are going to see, we have seen about the author, now we are going to see the characters of this, and like the characters are important actually. Characters, fine. So we'll see like how many characters are there. Now if we talk about the first character is like Sophie, there is a S-O-P-H-I, P-H-I, Sophie, fine. She is the first character, and actually the plot of the story revolves around her. I mean, you can say she is the protagonist, and she speaks a lot, and you can say that the story is about her, and you can also say that whatever is happening, like if you talk about the real life problems of adolescent, then she has the life problems, right? So now Sophie is that. Now Sophie is actually she is a school girl, right? She's a teenager also. And a fantasist. She's a fantasist. Now fantasist is what, like, she imagines a lot, daydreams a lot, she fantasizes a lot, and she thinks that means everything is happening in that way. Okay, so she's a fantasist. Now after this, we have the other character we have Jansi. Now, she is this friend of Sophie, and this she is actually if you see, you will find even they are friends, but there is a their temperament, their behavior, their understanding is very contradictory. She is a fantasist, but she is a realistic girl, realistic and sensible also. She is a realistic and sensible. So after this, Sophie, Jansi, now we have the third character is here. We have this Geo, G-O, over there. Now this he is the actually elder brother of Sophie. Fine. We have this the third character we have Geo. He is the elder brother of Sophie. Now Sophie is here. Now the fourth character we have here is Danny Cassie. Fine. He is a fourth character, Danny Cassie, and what kind of identity he has in the story? He's actually he's a young Irish football player. Fine. He is a young Irish football player, and apart from this, you will also find this Sophie. She fantasizes about him only. Like if I told you here, right? She is a fantasist and she imagines a lot, daydreams a lot. So all kind of imaginations she makes about him. So you can say it's like Sophie fantasizes about him. Okay, so these are, yes, one more character we have here. Right? We have the Sophie's father also. And he is actually a working class, middle-aged man. And he is realistic. I mean, he is quite realistic. So even the daughter, you can find here the daughter is here. This Sophie, yes, and he is Sophie's father. And this is important. A child taken already. So then he is. So now you say Sophie is a fantasist. She imagines a lot, but then the Sophie's father, he's a realistic person, right? So now these are the characters. Now after this we will see the summary. So you will keep these 4-5 characters in your mind, because about them only we are going to discuss in the summary. So let us see what is the summary actually, what is the story. So we have a summary. Fine. So let us see how what it happens in the story when as the story opens or as the story begins. Now these two friends, like Sophie and Jancy, they are coming back to their home from the school. So you can see here, Sophie and Jancy returning from school discussing their future plans, right? Discussing their future plans. So what is happening here? Like they are discussing their future plans. Like as they are coming back from school, so they are discussing their future plans. What they are going to do? What is that they have thought of in their mind? Now, after this, Sophie, she imagines to be. What she imagines to be? She thinks that she will be a fashion designer. She will be a fashion designer. Or what she thinks? She thinks that she can be a boutique owner. A fashion designer, a boutique owner, or can also be a manager or a manager. So these are her future plans. You can see that she's just a teenager, I mean a school-going girl, and then she has so many big dreams here. Fine. Even having big dreams is not something wrong, but the thing you will see here is that they are quite unrealistic. Fine. I mean, now let us see what her friend says. Now, Jancy, she reminds her that such dreams are very unrealistic. Such dreams are very unrealistic for the girls from their background. Alright, while you can see that their work, they are just lower class people, fine, labor class people. They can be working as somewhere in a biscuit factory. And now the girl, she has such kind of dreams. Now she's very like what she wants to become, fashion designer, a boutique owner, or a manager. So these dreams are very unrealistic. And that is why this Jancy, she reminded that no, you should not have such dreams because they are very unrealistic, right? And from like the background that we have, it's very possible. Now at this, what happened is Sophie, she gets irritated. And she dislikes being reminded of reality. Fine. She dislikes being reminded of reality. Now, what happens, this all in the conversation you can see that going on between Sophie and Jancy here, and now she didn't like it, she gets irritated, now she reaches her home, fine? So now at her home, Sophie at her home, Sophie, what she does, she tells her father, tells, or you can say shares the idea of opening a boutique. At her home, what she does, share the idea of opening a boutique. But at this, what happens? Her father, he laughs at this because her father, he himself was knowing that what is their condition, how they are managing everything, and then she is having such kind of dream. So that was very impossible, right? So now, her father laughs. Fine. Now what happens after this? When the father laughs, then she thinks that, and you know that she is a daydreamer kind of. So now she makes a story. Okay, she invents again a kind of story. She invents a story. Story of meeting Danny Casey. And now this Danny Casey, he is a very famous football player. Alright. So now what she does, like when the father laughs, then she thinks that she feels very insecure, or in a sense she feels that nobody is believing on her. So what she does, she invents her own story, like so that anyhow the father can be a little serious about her. So what she says that she has had a meeting with Danny Casey, right? And then she also claims there she claims, what she claims that this Danny Casey has talked to her. Danny Casey talked to her and might meet her again. Fine. This she claims. And it is a very famous football player. He has talked to her and then he might meet her again also. Now Sophie, of this meeting Danny Casey, she shares her story. Shares her story, and then this Geoff, as I told you, like the brother of, he is the brother of Sophie, he listens, right? Or you can say that she shares her story of meeting Danny Casey to her elder brother Geoff, right? Now, this was all happening here. Now, another part is what? The Jancy, who is Sophie's friend, she spreads her story. Spreads Sophie's story. So now you can see that her own friend with Jansi, she spends her story of meeting Danny Cassidy to other people, and then which is very much disliked by Sophie. Okay, so you can see Sophie dislikes this. Okay. Now after this, yes, after this what happens? Sophie alone. Goes to the canal, like as I told you now there. So what she said that when she was inviting a story, claiming a story to the father, then she said that this Danny Cassie has promised to meet her at the canal. So now there she goes alone to the canal, fine, and waiting for Danny Cassie. Now this, what happens there actually at the canal, this Danny Cassie, he never comes. And then actually because it was just imagination, a fantasy. So he never comes, fine, and then she's forced to. Sophie, she's forced to realize the truth. Realize the truth. What truth? That her dreams are only fantasies. Fine, or they are very unrealistic. So this is what she has to accept at the end, because otherwise, like you can see, because of her own unrealistic imagination, she has gone through all this, right? She has already faced so much, and now at the end she has to accept this, because her life cannot go in the same way as she is keep doing. Fine. Now after this, so we have covered the summary. Fine. This was all there in the summary. The story also ends here. Like the lesson was, you can say, realized by Sophie, the character, and now we will come to this themes. Here are the themes. So what can be the themes actually? Now the first thing you can say that dream versus reality. Fine. We can also have adolescence and daydreaming. We can also have social class inequality. Because you can see that was also going on there, right? Why it is so? Because you can see that many people they have the access of all this. I mean, she wanted to become a boutique owner or a fashion designer. So many people they can have such kind of dreams, and their dreams are also fulfilled. But there, at the same time in our society, we have some kind of people, those who cannot have such kind of dreams, and because their dreams can never be realized. So there is a kind of inequality, social class inequality. And now we have this escapism also. Yes, escapism. And now this escapism is what? You can see that even she knew, or you can see that her dreams were very unrealistic, but then she wasn't able to accept the reality. Fine. Or you can see that whatever conditions she was having, she was just ignoring that. Okay, why should I? I mean, what is the need of all this? Fine. So I will not accept this the way I am, or this is not for me. I want something very glamorous, something very impossible. Fine. So now, so this is kind of escapism that she was having. Fine. So now after this, we can also have. We have this unrealistic desires, yes, and aspirations. So these are some common themes. You can even find out more of on this. So this was a part of the themes. So now we have seen about the character, we have seen about the author also, we have seen the summary also. This was your theme. So this was all for this particular topic. As we know that this is Going Places by A.R. Virgil. Now I've already told you that he was a modern author, right? Now modern, and I told you that he deals with the real life problems of adolescence. Now why he's writing, and he said that these kind of things you will find in the chapter. They are very common to the contemporary time, right? The time that we are living. So, if you realize in each and every work of the different author, then you will feel that the authors, they also write whatever is going on their time, right? I mean, you can say they're inspired of, it can be inspiration of political, social, or a contemporary inspiration, right? Or whatever is going on at the time of they are living, right? So now here also you see that in the modern time, today adolescents, they also have such kind of fantasies and imaginations which are very impossible, right? Because and thanks to the digital world that we have, and even because they see a lot, so they dream a lot, they fantasize a lot, and most of the things are very unrealistic, right? So now, and this issue he has portrayed in this particular chapter called this Going Places. And even why it is given, because like as the student, they are in 12th, they can read and they can understand that such things are very unrealistic, and if they have such things, then they have to think about it. Okay, so thank you so much for this particular class, or you can say the particular chapter that we have done right now. So this was, now from now onwards, like your all prose chapters of Flamenco are done, right? So now we have done all there that are given in your syllabus. Now in the next class we will do a poetry slam, so they will do that. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next class. Till then, goodbye.